Hey guys, it's Mongolian Mindset, and today we're gonna be helping one of our members find their personality type. Man, you don't have to go into anything you're not comfortable with, but what you do say we will use to triangulate down on your best fit type. Man, can you introduce yourself? I like the background, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm Royce. Um, yeah, I'm a software engineer. Um, how did I get into like MBTI and personality types?
Yeah, go for
Back in like first year university, so like maybe like 5, 6 years ago.
it.
Like I just on YouTube browsing, and then people are like talking about it, and then there was this test. There's this test you can do online, and
Hmm.
I've done that. And then, but the more I've gotten into it, like I didn't really trust the test, and then I'd read about the descriptions. Then later on, I learned about the different function stacks
Hmm.
as well. Then started doing a little bit of that because I got really frustrated because I didn't know what type I was.
Hmm.
Um, and then I'm like, okay, maybe I'm this type. And then I'd read something, and then you know what? Maybe I'm not that type. Maybe I'm that type. So over time, I just watched so many videos that I started slowly learning about the different stacks. I'm not saying I'm an expert or anything. I don't really know too much. Especially when I hear you guys talking about it, I'm like, wow, there's a lot to it. But um, it's a little bit about myself and how I got into MBTI. But yeah, so I just want to figure out what my type is, which is why I'm here.
Yeah, that's awesome, awesome, awesome. So what got you into software engineering, man?
Luck. So just in like high school, I would take a lot of like math and science classes. Um, like I wasn't even really that good at math to begin with. Like grade nine, I remember like getting like a 50 something in calculus. And
Hmm.
then my mom forcing me to go into like summer school. And then summer school, I really locked in and got like an 80. It's like a really high mark.
Hmm.
And then I learned in grade 10 after like when I went back to school, I ended up doing really well. So I started liking math a lot more. So when it came time to graduate in like grade 12 to go to a university, um, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but my mom told me to just to pick something. So I
Hmm.
picked things that were related to what I've been doing, like a lot of the math and sciences, because I really like those classes too, even though they were difficult. It was just more fun. Like I find I do better in classes that I'm more engaged with,
Hmm.
opposed to like easier classes where, it's really boring because I don't want to do the work.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah. What do you think are your skills, man? What are your best skills?
Best skills. I think I'm good like with people. Like I'm like a chameleon. I can like blend in with people. Like I don't like talking to everybody and I get drained talking to people a lot, but I'm able to like just, have that cohesion with people and like fake it till you make it, so to speak. Yeah. And another one, I say I'm pretty determined, even though I'm super lazy. I'd say I'm pretty determined. Like if I have to get something done, I will get it done.
Hmm.
I can lock in. Um, I kind of look at the world like a game, like it's like an anime,
Hmm.
like I'm leveling up. So I have
Hmm.
that view of the world. So I don't feel limited because I feel like if I really lock in, I can really accomplish anything. But it's having that drive and motivation to do that.
Where do you think your drive comes from?
Ooh. So I thought of this actually. I don't like feeling stupid. I think that's where a lot of my drive comes from. Like I have a childhood memory actually, uh, of like my brother calling me dumb when I was a little kid. I must have been like, I don't know, 4.
Hmm.
Like and I don't really have many like childhood memories, but
Hmm.
he called me stupid. I remember that till this day. So I think that's where the drive comes. Just the feeling of being dumb. I don't like that.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. Plus, like being like African, like people like, you know, thinking we're stupid and stuff like that. I think that's where a lot of the drive came from, and just showing the world that, like we're not dumb, we have a history, even though it's not well known, but we come from a people. So I think that's where the drive comes from, being competent and really yeah, just being competent, not being dumb, and I think
Hmm.
that's where a lot of the drive came from. I don't know if that's healthy, but hey, it worked out. So
Okay, what do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years, man?
5 to 10 years, like I do want to start a business one day. Um, I don't know how or like what type of business it's going to be, but it's definitely going to be in software. So right now I'm just making sure at work I'm like working really hard and learning as much as possible, just gaining the skills. Even if I do take a pay cut here and there, it just for me it's more about getting the skills to actually like build something, because some people fake it till they make it, right? Like
Hmm.
they're in these high positions, but they're not really learning.
Hmm.
But I want to take those skills and actually make something and actually do something, um, to show myself approved, so to speak, like I can actually like do this.
Hmm. That's interesting. What does life mean to you, man? What's life? What's the most important thing to you?
What is life? Wow, it's a big question. To me,
Hmm.
um, hmm, I haven't really thought of that. What does life mean to me?
Hmm.
Um, I think it's about growing, um, growing, being there for the people you love, learning more about yourself, learning more about others. Yeah, I don't know how to answer this, but I would use those words to describe life.
Hmm.
Um, because like what do you mean by like what does it mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm. I
it's such a
mean,
vague question. Like,
some people have a desired like thing that they're going for life, or like what just like every like essence of life mean to you as a person, you know?
hmm
Different people have a different metric for that.
Yeah, because I feel like everyone like there's so many different roles in life, right? Some
Hmm.
people might be, I don't know, entrepreneurs, right? They might be good at, creating businesses, driving wealth. Some
Hmm.
people might be caregivers, work in a daycare. We all have a role, and all those roles are important. Um, so
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Uh, like we're this it's this big body. Like we're all like in this system working together. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm just BSing now. I don't even know. I don't know.
What does
Yeah.
success mean to you, man? What is success?
Success to
What?
me would be like actually building something that people use, and it doesn't have to be like a thing that helps the world. It doesn't have to be a thing that solves, like that cures cancer, something at that
Mhm.
level, but just something that people can recognize you for, like, oh yeah, like Royce, he built this tool, or I don't know, he created this anime, and it was dope. I like it. It could be
Mhm.
anything. It doesn't have to be, yeah, just creating something that people like, they want to use and that they recognize you for. It doesn't have to be this big thing.
Okay. What do you think what does like let's say everything went perfect in life for you? When do you think you'd be hanging it up? Like when are you retiring your jersey? When do you think
Oof,
like enough is enough?
enough is enough. Uh, hmm. I don't know. I don't know if enough can ever be enough. Because even if you reach a certain level, you're still gonna want more. You're still gonna want to do more. So I don't think it's you stop. It's just you continue. There's always things to learn. There's
Hmm.
always things to discover. Um, yeah, I don't think there is enough.
Okay. What are three words you use to describe yourself?
Um, free thinking, free thinking. So I don't want to get into this, but
Get
I
into
do
it.
have a habit of like getting into the conspiracies and stuff, just because I'm thinking myself and thinking for myself and trying to make sense of things myself. So I got into a lot of trouble with some friends. But yeah, so free thinking. Um, Another one would be improving. I do really like to improve, even in my hobbies. Like even right now, I have like chess.com open. Was doing puzzles before. Yeah.
Are you play
So
chess?
yeah, I got
What's
into
your
chess.
elo?
Right now it's like 1500. Like over the
Damn,
board
dude,
is
that's
fifteen
fucking good,
sixty.
dude. That's fucking lit.
It's all right. It's all right compared to other people.
What do you mean, bro? That's like 90 something percentile, isn't it?
Yeah. But I mean, it depends who you're comparing yourself to, right? If you're comparing yourself to everybody, then it's really good. But if
Hmm.
you're only comparing yourself to people who really take it seriously,
Yeah.
then it's all right.
Shit, man. I'm
Yeah.
I'm I'm at like 900 to 1,000. And I'm
That's
just like, and the weird thing is like my every game I play when I go back and check the engine, it
mm,
says I'm playing at like 12, 1300, man. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why am I not pushing through? Like I feel like I'm having this problem pushing through.
yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just got to go slow and really just think a little bit about the moves.
and a lot of things is like fucking they have it so shitty. Like to get 100 points, you got to win like goddamn 20 fucking games.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck who like if you got to win 20 games to go up 100 points, bro. Like, come on, man. Come the fuck on. Like,
That's-
if you're getting 7 points per game that you win, like what the fuck is that? It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
shit.
Yes, it's rough. Plus it's popular now too, so everybody's
Yeah,
playing, so it's harder to get like a high elo.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if I I don't know, I feel like you get more points when you like make a new account and
That's true. If you don't play for a while,
uh,
then you'll get more points per win. Because they're trying to
really.
figure out what your rating is, right?
Shit.
Yes.
Maybe I need
Yeah.
to reset. Fucking
Yeah.
because like 7 years ago I was 1600. Now I got on that bitch and I'm like, holy shit! Like, well, like you forget all your
Yeah,
like
you
things. You
yeah.
forget some like your traps, your gambits, and all that shit that goes out of the window, and then you're playing again, and they throw you in there with 1600s, and you're like, what the? And then
Like, do you watch any like chess YouTubers or anything?
um, I watch some chess YouTubers, but I don't really watch them that much to know
Not
their
that
name.
much. Yeah.
Who
Because
you watch?
I watch Hikaru and I like Levy and those other guys, but like how I
Mhm,
got into chess, it was like 2019. And I think Hikaru just started his YouTube. So I
mhm,
seen this guy playing chess blindfolded, and I'm like, yo, this is the coolest thing I have ever seen. This guy is actually beating people without seeing the board. His
mhm,
eyes are closed, they're just saying like D4, D5. I just
mhm,
thought it was cool. So I'm like, and then growing up, I remember like vaguely playing like a little bit, but I didn't know what the heck I was doing or even like know the rules properly. Like I didn't know what en passant was back then. But yeah, so that's how I got into chess through watching Hikaru play blindfolded. Like my initial goal was to play so I can learn how to play blindfold chess.
mhm.
And even in university, I was like the president of the chess club
Oh
at
yeah,
university. Yeah, yeah, got people together, started playing chess, and a couple of those guys could play blindfolded. I suck at blindfold chess, but yeah.
yeah. I mean, because you got to remember like every piece on the board, and you're well. I guess I'm just trying to like map it in my head. Like how I would go about doing it was I would first start out with just memorizing how I'm attacking, right? Because
Okay.
if you're playing a certain person, like you're not playing an idiot, like they have certain openings, right?
hmm
So you know if you open in certain openings, some people are going to defend with certain openings.
Yeah.
That would be my approach to things. But like
Approach.
mid game, in game, I would forget everything.
Yeah, I'd forget instantly.
Like forget
Question
it.
actually, are
Yeah.
you good? Like if you close your eyes, could you like see the board in your head?
Yeah,
I can't. Like I can. It's weird. Like I could see it, but it's all hazy. Like I can hardly picture things.
really.
Yeah, I feel like some
Uh,
people they could just see the board and make the moves, but I can't do that.
yeah, I mean, I'm not as good as you. I think the highest person I've played is Dragos. He's in our group, but he's got like an 1800 elo.
Jeez, yeah, he's nasty then. He's good.
I beat him
Yeah.
one time. Beat that
Oh,
man.
that's big. 1800? That's big.
I beat him one time, man. I know it hurt him. I know it hurt him.
It must have.
Drago, if you're
Like,
watching this video,
yeah.
all of a sudden he wanted to play like a million more times. Hey man, you want to play again? Like,
Did he accuse you of cheating?
nah, he didn't.
No. Okay.
I didn't. Like, I don't fucking cheat, dude.
Was it a blitz game?
It was rapid.
That's even more impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
yeah,
he has more time on the clock to think, and he still lost. Wow. To
yeah.
900 too. He must have been like super upset. Like I know if I was 1800, I'd be super upset. Like, man, like what am I
And
doing?
you know how it is, man.
Yeah,
A lot of times when you playing somebody, you play up to their skill level a lot of times,
that
right?
is true. Yeah, yeah,
And then you have to remember, like, also I know his style of play. Like I know, like just because I know what type of INTJ he is, like
yeah.
he plays defensive, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's
So
not
like
really
I know
attacking.
like he's not aggressive, like he's not
Yeah,
an aggressive player. So he's just gonna wait back and wait till you make a mistake and try to capitalize on that, right?
counterattack. Yeah,
While I'm more of an aggressive player. Like I'm gonna make you respond to me. Like I'm gonna make you. Like I'm gonna try to fuck
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I'm
a
gonna
nice
put the
style.
pressure on you. You know.
Yeah.
Um, I played like I don't know why, but um, Gary Kasparov, he plays more similar to my style of play, which is
Very
weird.
aggressive player. Yeah.
Very aggressive. Very aggressive.
Yeah.
You put the. He's more of a like sit back and like, oh, he made this move and this move wasn't as efficient as this move, so I take this pawn here. That's more of his style of play. Shelly, you got
Yeah.
anything? Shelly
Oh,
doesn't play chess.
yeah, no.
She's a,
Like,
she's a,
Really?
she's a worthless INTJ.
She looks
I
like she
played
could be a chess player.
I was plumbing. I mean, that's kind of like chess. You have to figure out what's going where.
You said plumbing. That sounds like you're an ISTP there, Shelly. I'm kidding.
Yeah. I guess I'll have to
Anything, Shelly?
figure out how to look in the moment for that to be true. Yeah. So describe yourself as a kid.
As a kid, I don't really have too many childhood memories. I don't know why. Like I just suck at remembering the past. But as a kid,
Yeah, we already know that.
uh,
Yeah.
We're just asking
uh,
for fun now.
kid. Mm. Mm. I mean, I got in trouble a lot as a kid. Um, like I remember like not being able to go outside for like a week. Forgot what I did. Um, Curious. I was pretty curious as a kid. Like one thing that comes to mind, like I would always ask, like, how did they get the people like on televisions? I was coming up with all these theories. It didn't make
Mhm.
any sense to me, you know? So, but now I know, it's a video. But back then I didn't know. I wasn't sure if there's like little people inside the TV or whatnot. But
Yeah.
yeah, curious. Um, mm, I don't know, my mom described me as rude, as a kind of rude kid. Like she'd be yelling like at me at like a grocery store, threatening to hit me. I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
you're not gonna hit me in front of all these white people. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, I'd say things like that. Yeah,
You're not gonna hit me in front of all these white
yeah.
people.
I talk like that to her. Yeah, she said I was rude. Uh, but only at home. Like at school, I was pretty. I think I was pretty good.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, I don't know. It depends. Like grade three, I was like I was a troublemaker, I would say.
Mhm.
Like I got in trouble for throwing a chair at a teacher or something like that.
Oh shit.
Not at her, but like, I kind of like threw it, kind of like spazzing out. But grade four, five, pretty chill. Like I had like some like male teachers at that time,
Mhm.
and like they were pretty cool. Like we'd play a lot of sports, so
Mhm.
kind of like chilled out. I guess because I respected them. I don't know.
Mhm.
Um, or maybe I'm just growing, you know.
Mhm.
Uh, mm, hmm. I don't know. Is that doing anything for you guys? I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're me and Shelly already done. We're just having fun at this point.
Okay.
Shelly, anything else you want to ask him?
Um, sure. I haven't asked a question in a long time. If you went to jail for something, what would it be for?
Oh, we haven't asked that in a long time.
Oh, honestly, probably for should I say this?
Yeah,
I
go
mean, yeah,
ahead.
yeah. I mean, you're probably hacking the government and like getting like trade secrets or something. That's probably
You
what
just
I
You do
list.
stock? You do stocks?
no, I'm too scared to do stocks just
What are
because
you
there's too
scared of,
many
man?
like one I'm gonna have to like learn. I want to like really
Hmm.
understand what I'm doing. And then two, like there's just too many variables, right? Like if
No.
something happens in the world, like it could, like so many things are moving together in this like machine, right?
Hmm.
So yeah, like I want to do it. It's good, I think, to do stocks, but um, there's just too many variables, right?
Well, you could take a different role. You can just buy index funds, right?
Yeah.
Because most people don't beat the market anyway. So
Hmm.
um, just buying the index fund, your money's gonna be increasing. At least on average, like 7 to 10% per year, between 7 to 10%.
Oh, that's actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you take away inflation and stuff like that, it's like 4 to 5%. But that's better than nothing, you know.
Yeah.
Putting your money in a bank account, it doesn't get anything,
Yeah,
and
because you're
it's
not
almost
really
like
fighting
burning
the
it.
inflation. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like burning it to a degree.
Yeah,
So
but
like
7%, that's a lot. That's actually pretty good, actually.
yeah, yeah, I mean it does pretty good. But me, I'm more of I think I'm smarter than everybody else. Like I got
Mm.
this problem where I think I'm smarter than everybody else. So like I just have to buy stocks because like I want to prove that I'm smarter than them, you know, like I know
Yeah.
like these guys are all morons, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean I enjoy looking at the annual reports and looking at the balance sheets and stuff of that of companies and like that. Um I mean, I feel like a lot of times you can't go wrong just like buying like Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett stock, right?
Mm.
Because they're just into everything, like Dairy Queen, you got fucking railroads, like type of shit that you never have to like figure that's gonna go out of business. Very SI oriented businesses.
Mm.
Um, then you got
Nvidia.
like, huh?
So you should put money in Nvidia.
Nvidia. Yeah,
Dude, I
for
already have.
sure.
I'm up like 20 grand on Nvidia.
Oh, are you? Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, you should have
dude.
done
Jeez.
I
22,
bought
but
I bought a shitload of, I bought like some of it in
never.
2017. My best friend, she went crazy.
2017.
She went crazy. My INFP best friend, she went crazy on buying it, and she's up like 50 fucking rand. Back like
Holy,
because we started buying it in 2017. Yeah,
Yeah, wow.
Shelly. Yeah, Shelly. You gotta be
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
and
Well,
I'm
I
the one
was
this
who got her to
AI
buy it.
stuff. All this
I'm the one
AI
who got
stuff.
her to buy it. Now she's like, oh, I love NVIDIA. I'm like, bitch, you only love it because of the money. But
that's
she's got
funny.
like 50 grand on it. And I'm up like 20 because I bought like half as much as her.
Well,
Um,
why didn't I know you in 2017? Damn, you have a lot of money now.
yeah, yeah. I mean, we've been about me and like I got her in the stocks. Um, so I mean, it's worth it, man. Like I will start just like read The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. It teaches you like
What is
basically
that called?
The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. It's like the most like you should read that book, and if you read that book, you should be pretty good.
Yeah, I
If
see
you want
here.
to, yeah, yeah. If you want a more
Yeah,
exciting book, a random walk down Wall Street by Peter Lynch. It's a really exciting book, and like he kind of like he's more exciting. It'll get you going like mentally. Like you don't need to be like fucking the top person. All you need to do be as a human who notices little trends and things that happen. Like for instance, he noticed what was it Dunkin' don't not Dunkin' Donuts not something with a D, some fuck I can't fucking remember. He noticed everybody was like going to this place to get coffee and stuff like that, and they were starting to like chain out a little bit more. So his wife liked it, so he picked it up from his wife, and he
Hmm.
was like, "Oh, this shit's actually pretty good." And he started to invest in that stock, and then the stock went fucking crazy. But for me, it's kind of like you kind of notice little trends in people. Like you're around, all right. Let's say you go out and you see everybody with these fucking AirPods in, and you're like, bro, why does everybody have AirPods? It's
Yeah.
like that's a $200 to back in the day it was like this. It was $200 headphones, right? You
Mm.
see everybody with them, and it's like, holy shit, like that's making Apple a shitload of money.
Yeah.
You're seeing it in real time, so like you should just go and buy Apple right then and there, right? If you see like something like just going out and then like everybody doing certain things, then you're like, holy shit, I should get this like now. Because like the financial reports isn't gonna catch it now, but like 6 months from now, 8 months from now, 10 months from now, then it's gonna make a reflection from the stock and it's gonna spike up. Um so like little shit like that. Like if you see it like let's just say for instance, somebody came out with a shoe and then everybody start wearing these shoes, you're like, oh shit, like it's not gonna hit the reports right now, but in like
Mm.
6 months, all the balance report is gonna hit it then,
It's
and
gonna
then
show, yeah.
then it's gonna go up. So you just notice like little trends like that, and you can make a pretty good amount of money.
Yeah.
Like we noticed like the Nvidia chips, like everybody was using those fucking chips. I'm like, oh shit, we need to buy this.
Yeah,
So
that was a big brain move, getting them in 2017. Plus, even
yeah,
more so now with all the AI stuff and
yeah,
powering. Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you see little stuff like that. I mean, You know, you notice like little technology advances, and it's like, okay. Or you're just like, man, I fucking love Amazon. I love the packages. I don't like going anywhere. You're like, fuck it, I'm gonna put my money in Amazon because shit, I'm using them so much. I might as well get a profit out of those motherfuckers too.
Yeah.
Or like Apple products, like you can't go wrong with something because Apple has like a 98% retention rate. And once they get your
Well,
ass in that system, it's hard to get out of it.
stuck. Yeah.
The reason why is because they got you on the cloud, they got you in the music, they got you in this and that. So to break out of that, you gotta like basically kill yourself. And most people aren't gonna do that. Like most people aren't gonna do
Well,
that.
Apple phones suck too. On top,
Huh?
Yeah.
Apple phone, and then go try to use a Pixel. It's like, what the hell is this garbage?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
also easier to just transfer. Once you're using Apple products, you got your
Hmm.
laptop.
Mhm.
Easier to transfer data.
Yeah. So they
Yeah.
get you in the retention, man. But yeah, man, we got your type, man.
Hold on, I have one more question. One more
Okay.
question. Okay, so if you could change one thing in the world, what would it be?
One thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. It's a tough one. Like, it's easy to say something like starvation,
Hmm.
but what are the implications of that? Like I don't know what the implications of that would be. It's easy to say that, but I don't know. One thing. Hmm. I have no idea. There's too many
Yeah,
variables.
see, Mercer.
Hmm.
Pardon?
Remember you asked me that question, and then you were talking crap to me because I wanted to think of the one thing that I could change that had the most impact on like most other things, and you were
Hmm.
talking crap.
I
You
was
and
talking
Chris
crap.
when y'all typed me.
Really? Bro,
Because there's
you suck.
so many things that
You suck,
Yeah,
bro.
this.
You gotta go big brain, man. Big brain.
What would you change?
What would I change?
Yeah.
Fuck, let me think here.
what would you,
What would I change about everybody?
or
The,
one thing in the world you could
the
change.
world.
Education system. I think the education system would be the biggest impact in the world because a lot of people don't necessarily. It's not that people aren't equipped to do something. It's they don't have the education. They don't have the understanding, right?
Yeah,
So if
but
I change the
yeah,
education system, make it better, then I'll get the biggest return.
but how about the implications of that though, right?
Everybody's smart.
Because exactly, and you have some dangerous people being smart, like
Well, fuck it, dude. We'll figure it out.
some
At
smart
least,
criminals. At least the criminals are pretty dumb, but you
I
want smart
mean,
criminals.
but I mean, you reduce a lot of things, right? Because
We could also create more things.
I mean, yeah, but then at the same time, like think about our technologies and stuff like that. At least when you're talking to somebody or doing something, it's more on an even standpoint versus like now. Like
Yeah,
people don't
that
really understand like how much education comes into play. Like that
that's
you go to
true.
good schools, right? Not
Yeah,
no one's like 10 times smarter than anybody else. Right? There's nobody with 1,000 IQ. There's no one
Uh,
with 1,000
you're
IQ.
right, but there are some scary smart people. Like
Yeah.
one of my friends, I don't want to say his name, but man, this guy, like, I like being around him. A lot of my other friends are afraid of him just
Mhm.
because every time you're around him, you feel stupid. But
Mhm.
I really like being around people like that because I already feel like an idiot. So I might as well just learn more. But if everything, I kind of enjoy the imbalance because it gives me opportunity. And
Mhm.
if everybody was smart, I'd probably be below average. Yeah.
This guy
So
here, man.
yeah.
All right, man. So we got you, man. Uh, we got your type. Direct, responding, progression, TEFI and SENI, abstract. So you're an INTJ, bro. An INTJ. What do
See,
you
that's
type
the pro.
yourself?
So I thought it was an ENTP,
ENTP.
but the issue was, so I've met people who I know for a fact these people are ENTP, but
Mm-hmm.
like they're more like social than me. If that makes any sense, and they're quick-witted.
Mm-hmm.
Um, sometimes I can be like that, but the reason I didn't think I was INTJ is
Mm-hmm.
because some people think I'm extroverted, but
Mm-hmm.
I kind of fake it. Like I'm able to,
Put on
play
the
the
mask.
part,
Put on the
but
mask.
yeah. So wow.
You put
So,
on the
but
you put on the mask, but you probably drained afterwards though.
yeah, I'm super like I'll
Probably
take
got
like
like
a week. I don't want a month maybe sometimes. I don't want to talk to anybody. So
like for instance, like you'll see some INTJs they'll like party and shit, and then they'll have one designated day to just like do fucking nothing,
Mm-hmm.
like usually like a Sunday or something,
Yeah.
and
And
then
then
recharge.
another reason why I'm a little bit surprised is because they say that INTJs are really good at planning.
Mm-hmm.
So I do notice some planning in me. Like for example, like if I have to stay at work late, I might, because it's like so far from my house, like 45 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
I might have to sleep over at a friend's house. So I'll pack the day before. Like I know exactly what clothes to bring, what to bring. So I see the planning in that
Mm-hmm.
sense. But when it's like if I'm going on vacation somewhere, I might not really plan everything to the T.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I hear that's a big proponent of being an INTJ.
Was what INTJs do? They have like a loose plan, is what I would call it, like a loose plan, a lot more
Mm,
flexible, right? So they can kind of like have contingencies,
Yeah,
like
I think like somewhere
contingency
like in the
okay.
background of our minds, we're like thinking of all the things that can go wrong, like in the moment. Just so we're
And
never like in the moment. We're always sort of thinking about what's about to happen in the
mm,
future. So that I mean, so
yeah. Yeah, I do that. Like, yeah, I'm always thinking ahead, what's about to happen, anticipating. And okay,
yeah,
interesting.
the
Yeah.
any nemesis, you could hear any nemesis,
Yeah.
like when you
Yeah.
worry about the possibilities or things that can go wrong.
Okay.
So you
I
try
have
to
a
plan.
question.
Yes.
So, could you guys explain to me the difference between TE and TI?
Okay.
'Cause I
So
struggle with TE a lot.
TE is about like outward frameworks, right? Like let's say this book here. This is somebody else's framework, right? Somebody else's understanding. As a TE user, I take somebody else's understanding over building my own understanding. I'm more likely to take this book. I'm more likely to read this book. I'm more likely to go to the expert, right? That's a external framework, right? As in a TI user has their own internal framework, and they rather go to that first, right? Then like the sources, the books, the whatever. Um,
I see.
so like even if we were to go, you know, if this and that, it's kind of like I build like an outward thing for everybody, like in a systematic point of view. As in like my friend Christian, he's an ISTP. He has his own internal framework, so he just like, that don't make sense to me. But INTJs are actually really strong with TI as well.
That's the
It's
issue.
just a negative perspective, right? It's just in a negative light. So, like for instance, if an INTJ is sent and they have to do a whole bunch of TI, they may get a negative, like they may get like very angry or very antsy because of like they're using their critic function a lot, and then
Mm,
that spirit will come onto the person.
and
I
it's
see.
just like when you he said the education system, you use TI critic to try to combat what he said.
I see.
Well,
Okay.
opium.
Like trying to
Mm,
attack inconsistencies. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so it's more of a negative light. Like an INTJ is, I say, the motherfuckers critique everything but don't do nothing. They can critique anything but don't do nothing, right? They
yeah.
want to critique this system, that system, but can't build it themselves. Like, what's the point of that? Like the biggest
Mm,
critiques, like I'd be like, shut the fuck up if you ain't gonna
yeah.
do it yourself, you know? Um,
It's interesting. I think maybe programming like sharpened my TI maybe just
yeah.
because you have to think like in steps and logical frameworks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and even like when I like learn things, I like learning things from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that's why another reason why I thought I was an ENTP because it's they have TI, right? They have NETI.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then I guess another misconception I had was, or maybe not misconception, but I think I struggled with is the difference between NE and NI.
Okay. So NE is about like possibilities, and you see when you talk about things, it's always from a negative perspective when it comes to possibilities. What could go wrong, right? As in the ENTP is excited about the possibilities because that's the
Mm,
hero function. That's your nemesis function. So it's causing you to have worry and doubt, right? You want to freeze up an INTJ, hit their ass with possibilities. They're like, "Ugh," you know, um,
I do freeze up sometimes. That's funny.
I don't know what to
Yeah,
do. I can't,
yeah.
you
See me
just hit
at
that
a
nemesis.
grocery store when I gotta pick out like candy. I'm like there for like forever, just like because I'm thinking about okay, if I eat this candy, is this gonna make me satisfied? If I eat that piece of candy, So I'll stare at like in the candy section for like 20 minutes. It's bad. But yeah,
I already kind of know, man. I'm just like, fuck it, bro.
yeah.
Sometimes I have a shotgun approach. Like if like, I'm struggling with something, just buy it all, bro. The
That's
shotgun approach.
I like that shotgun approach.
Just
I
fucking
use that.
shotgun it, bro. Fuck it. Like
Yeah,
you don't know, buy it all.
yeah. Close your eyes and just start grabbing.
Yeah, it's like fuck it, bro. Like I remember being a kid and not being able to pay for anything, and like then you had to actually be selective. But now it's like I'm an adult and I can buy whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want. So
Yeah,
just shotgun that shit. If I fucking want it, I buy it. Fuck that.
I
Yeah, but
like
you
that
exercise
approach.
like 3,000 hours a day, so
You
can't
know?
all like you can.
You said
Yeah,
what?
So you exercise like 3,000 hours.
Yeah, gotta go to the gym. The gym just makes me happy. It gives me an outlet for SC child. And
I'm just saying you can eat way more, so you can go buy all the candy and still not.
uh,
Anyway,
yeah. I've
not all
noticed
this candy.
I've noticed that people with their child functions are so stupid. Like Christians are always like, bro, you could do this so much better at the gym, like because he's SE parent, and I'm just like SE child, like, no, bitch, I just want to go hard. I just want, like that's like when I go to the gym, it's like it's me time. Like it's for my SE child to go play. And Christian's like, no, bro, we can do this so much better. I'm telling you, if you listen, shut the fuck up, Christian. Like, shut the fuck up. Do I shit on? I probably shit on his child too, but um, tell him all the time he ain't got no goddamn focus. Um, you know, he's. I'm like, bro, you start something, he will like Christian will come out blazing, and then like his focus wanes. Like
mm.
he'll start out like super strong on something, and then his focus kind of like wanes, like. And I'm
So you're
like,
talking about
Christian,
like consistency, like going to the
yeah,
gym? Yeah, okay.
like his vision, like it wanes. Like as like somebody who's strong in eye, it's like my shit it just doesn't change. It doesn't change it like it's gonna be consistent like across the board. His shit's
Yeah.
like woo. His inner child's like focus and then boom,
Yeah. I feel that like when I
boom
have like
every time. Boom. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like you fucking inner child, bro. I
yeah.
Yeah,
joke around, call him like
same
Yeah.
thing. Like
Yeah.
I can do the same thing, but it's like only like if I'm really interested in something, and I can stay focused. But if something doesn't appeal to me enough, then yeah, I'll get interested and I'll just completely
no,
lose
my
it.
shit's like this. Like you don't have to tell me. I don't have to think. Like if I'm just like super focused like,
Yeah.
all the
Yeah,
time.
mine wanes as well. It depends. Like if I'm interested, then yeah, I'll focus. But if I'm not, then
I
yeah.
just put that bitch on and it's like, bro, it's just like automatic. Like, I just feel like you just have to be focused. It's like you have no other choice. Like,
But
you
yeah.
know,
But it's weird though. Like if I'm like doing nothing, I find it hard to relax. Because if I'm
yeah.
doing nothing, in the back of my mind is like, man, like what are you doing? Like you're not doing
You're
anything. So I
lazy.
always feel uncomfortable
Yeah.
if I'm just like chilling out, doing nothing, you know?
I'm always like, oh, there's something I could be reading. There's some book I could be listening to. There's something like we got to figure out a way to get smarter here. Somebody
Yeah.
else is out there working harder than me. Fuck that. We got to get out
Yeah,
of
I get
it.
those. Yeah, those things too. Yeah, yeah,
Like
no,
then I'm a lazy shit. Then I start thinking, oh, you being a lazy motherfucker today, you multiply that by take that, say you're lazy once every day per week. I mean once per week. And then you
mhm.
calculate that for a year, like, damn man, how many days have you lost? Like shit, I gotta do something.
Yeah.
Start
And
calculating like shit, I gotta do something.
do you find
Because
that
these days have multiplied on me and then I've lost all this time.
you have like routines that you have to stick to? Like you
Yeah.
have to have like a routine?
Yeah, I
Okay,
have
yeah, I'm
to
the
have
same way. Like I gotta like shower, like either the night before or the morning. Like there's certain things if I don't do, then the rest of the day is not gonna go well. I'm gonna be super lazy. I'm not gonna be as focused.
yeah. If
Yeah.
someone breaks my routine, it annoys me because like I I use a lot of systems so that I don't have to think as much, right? So then I can like use less brain power and then use brain power when I need to use the brain power. So like
Mm,
at work, I have like all like setups and stuff. Like I set it all up like particularly a way so that I don't have to think at all. So that like when I do get in a certain spot, like I can use my brain power. Basically like cutting off my brain. Like I'm there, but I'm on autopilot.
mm.
Um, so that helps me a lot of times with a lot of shit. But yeah, man, it's been a pleasure, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm really happy I got in though because I've been watching your videos and I just like how you type like famous people and
Hmm.
people part of like pop culture and stuff like that. I
Hmm.
really think you guys are gonna blow up. So I'm like, hey, you know what? I gotta get like type before you guys blow up, you know, or else it's gonna be impossible to reach you guys.
He
So
said, see, so you got a negative NE.
yeah,
See that? It's negative. You know, like it's like,
that's
what if, you know, this motherfucker blows up, then I
yeah,
never able to get type, you know? It's a negative
yeah.
any nemesis right there.
So
You have to
any
make
is
a decision.
yeah. So I'm still a little bit confused about that, like the NE and I, but you're saying it's like, I have a
So
negative view?
so it has a negative view on it, right? Because NE is about what if, right? What if? What are the possibilities here, right? So whenever you spin something, it's got a negative connotation towards it. So you're like, damn, see
Oh,
what I'm
I
saying?
see. Yeah.
Any Dom doesn't think about the negative possibilities. That's their goddamn problem. They
Yeah,
think
that's
of
why I
only
get
the
this.
upside.
Oh,
They only think about the upside.
this is so
Like,
true.
so you
Okay.
think about the negative.
Like I notice it when I'm driving, because when I'm driving, I'm super aware. Like I even have my mirrors all the way through. I'm like keeping track of everything. So I'm
Mhm.
like, like this person's gonna like crash into me, So even in that, it's like negative. It's not like, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
it's negative.
It's very,
That's
yeah.
any like in a negative. While
Mm,
it's like in the ENTP, would only see upsides, other
okay.
possibilities. Right? What if we do this? What if we do that? Like, we should do this, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. While you're like, fuck, man. What if this shit goes wrong? It's negative.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Coming
Okay.
from the fifth slot.
Mm,
Yeah. Yeah.
cool. Yeah, so yeah, I'm glad I got in. So, you know.
All right, brother,
I don't
man.
know, is this going on YouTube or anything
Yeah,
or
yeah, we'll get it on
yeah?
there, man.
Okay, okay.
All
All
right,
right.
brother.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
All
man.
right. See you, Mercer.
All
See you,
right.
Shelly.
See ya. Take care.